The opposition today here in Bangalore South have nothing against me. Consolidation of Muslim votes in favor of Congress, then it is secular votes. If Hindus vote in favor of BJP, then you call it communalization of electorate.
ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕತೆಯಿಂದ ಶ್ರದ್ಧೆಯಿಂದ 18,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
Thank you so much. Need your support.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much. Namo again.
When your announcement was, there were two things that went viral. One was your OMG message, and a second was a speech that you made earlier where you said,
If you are with Modi, you are with India. If you are not with Modi, you are anti-India. That's it.
you still stand by that?
No, that speech was made in a different context where I had said that the opposition to Narendra Modi is completely fine in a democracy. But if such opposition to a political leader takes the shape of an opposition to the country and people start making statements which help the enemy countries of this of our motherland, that is something dangerous. So in that sense I said, if you are with Modi today, then you are with India. But if you are opposing Modi and your opposition to Modi is reaching levels of opposition to India, then definitely you are anti-India and anti-Modi.
One of the tweets that became a controversy was when you tweeted saying that you agree with Modi's policies except for reservation for women, which you further later deleted. But I just want to know, are you against women in democracy?
No, not at all, man. Come on. See, that tweet was made again in a different context 5 years ago while replying to some other person when we were discussing the efficacy of reservations and etc. So the opposition today here in Bangalore South have nothing against me. So they have resorted to this old dirty trick of going back and mining my old tweets, trying to put it out of context and trying to score a political brownie point. But sadly,
you've also, after the assembly elections, you also mentioned that BJP shouldn't be unapologetically a Hindu party. Does that mean that in your campaign you'll be only go to the Hindus and not to the other communities?
No. See, I had made that observation as a political activist, observing what had happened in Jayanagar elections. I had even put out the tweets there, which show there was a complete polarization of a certain community of votes in favor of the Congress. If there is consolidation of Muslim votes in favor of Congress, then it is secular votes. If Hindus vote in favor of BJP, then you call it communalization of electorate. This double standards is what I was trying to question. That is all.
ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಹೊರತು ಬಡವರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಏನು ಕೆಲಸನೂ 60 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ 70 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ.
In your speeches today and others, you've taken on the dynasty politics quite. But the question everyone is asking is that your uncle is also an MLA. So isn't that a dynastic party?
Well, if I had asked for a corporated ticket under the constituency where my uncle is an MLA, then that would have been dynasty politics. I have been recognized by no less than the Prime Minister and the party president, and he has given me this opportunity to contest, and my uncle or any my uncle had no role to do in no role whatsoever in deciding this candidature. And until very recently, all those people who knew me and my work didn't even know that there is an uncle who exists for me and he is an MLA. So I am self-made in that sense. And
so are you saying that?
I was given an opportunity in spite of my uncle being in politics in BJP.
So are you saying that this political connection did not help you in any way into getting into politics?
No, I have been in the BJP, in the ABVP, and working for this ideology even before my uncle became the MLA. Therefore, I don't think there is any role he has to play in the growth of my political career. Of course, other than being a big moral support like any other private citizen uncle would have been.
Another question that has been raised often is that the fake news being a problem. You have been a lawyer for the Postcard, which is a controversial website. How do you take on that? They've been proven that they have been publishing fake news.
Which court proved them?
There have been fact checks. If you disagree with them, yes, but
No. I see. It's good that if someone has made a fact check and they have been caught wrong, then it's a good thing. Then Postcard should correct themselves. As far as I defending them is concerned, I would defend even you if your freedom of expression is being curtailed unreasonably without any legal justification. If there is going to be, and this is not a matter of left or right, it's about a constitutional principle. So if Postcard's right to freedom of expression is curtailed, then I will fight for it. But if Postcard will put out fake news, then I think their fake news should be called out. The answer to a bad book is a good book.
And recently you had issued a lawsuit against multiple media houses as well. Isn't it against the idea of freedom of speech?
I very specifically added the word unreasonable reasonable restrictions for freedom of expression when I answered your earlier question as well. The Constitution of India balances two rights: the freedom of expression of the individual, as well as the right to dignity and reputation of an individual. If people are, if a few people want to maliciously, with sinister intent, want to malign you, then you have every recourse under the law, under the very same constitution, to protect your right to dignity and reputation. That cannot be called as infringement of freedom of expression, because it's the very same constitution which provides you the recourse.